From the creators who brought you RuPaul's Drag Race and $1 Million Listing, this is World of Wonder's Wow Report. Things that make us go wow.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Wow Report, where we count down the top 10 topics of the week that make us go wow. I am Fenton Bailey, co-founder of World of Wonder, joined by Tom Campbell, our Chief Creative Officer.
Hello.
And, of course, literary sensation James St. James. And, I mean, this is a first. Someone who actually wants to be on our podcast. The amazing, Carol called us up. Carol Liefer.
Yes. Oh, my God. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am, fellas, because I listen every week. I am a pop culture addict, and you guys have the best recommends, the best unrecommends, and I just love it. Can I tell you how much the show has affected me? Just a few
Please go on. Do tell.
Okay. Yeah. Butterfield 8. Mentioned by James St. James. Never seen it. Watched it. Loved it. And there was a funny, great line from it that you mentioned that I forgot.
I was the slut of all time, mother.
Yes, exactly. Love that. Tom, you talked about grapes for a while.
I did.
Yes, you did. And I went out and I got some grapes because we were about the grapes. Okay. Fenton, you talked about gummy clusters. And as I remember, eating the entire bag. Well, I went out to Pavilions and I got myself a bag, and I see where one would eat the entire bag. And as a little P.S., I love Blake's Southern accent.
Oh. I can't believe we have a fan. You are our super fan. We've never encountered one before.
You've really focused us because we're really a food show, aren't we?
That's really true. But you also point me in the direction of avoiding certain things, like The Surge. Yes. Now I knew not to watch it. And I do have a bit of a contention with one of your points. I don't like Kris Jenner's facelift. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was me that was gushing about that. I think I was just jealous. So
it was before the Bezos wedding. I didn't like her facelift on the yacht. That's where I got wrong.
Yeah, the most recent one where she looks like him. It's ridiculous. You know, if you're 70, aim for 50.
Not 22.
Yes, exactly. So
she overshot.
Yes, although I did look up the plastic surgeon, and I do have it a screenshot in my photos.
What an amazing introduction. Thank you. But we must introduce you. I mean, everybody knows who you are. You are world famous, but famous also for Hacks, for Larry Sanders, for your writing on that show, for SNL, multiple appearances on David Letterman, many specials, and
Number 10.
3 books. This is the 3rd book. And I do want to read out the full title.
Yes.
How to Write a Funny Speech for a Wedding, Bar Mitzvah, Graduation, and Every Other Event you didn't want to go to in the first place.
Hey.
Yes, I am a big believer in you've got to have a funny title for your books. So, made sure that it was, you get a little titter just looking at the title.
Will you also get better placement in bookstores if the title is great? Do you get that first when you walk in? They're going to put it front and center.
That's true. Or other times I've taken my book from the stacks and I've moved it to the front.
Yes. Can I just say, I love the titter.
Yes, you need that to attract people.
Your second book, the title is How to Succeed in Business Without Really Crying, which is a fabulous title.
Thank you. Yes, again, did it provoke a titter? Yes. And then do you know what my first book was titled?
When You Lie About Your Age, the Terrorists Win.
That's got a full laugh. Thank you.
Excellent title. So, How to Write a Funny Speech. Go out and get it right now. I'm sure it is flying off the shelves. And Carol, your next book has to be called How to Host a Podcast, because I need to know.
We're a little shaky. We're still a little shaky.
I think it will have to be a very long book.
Actually, it was sold out, my book, on Amazon, and it just came back in stock. Yes.
Congratulations.
Let's spell it out again, everybody. Get a copy.
Yeah.
Do not delay. All right, Carol, stick around because we're going to carry on counting down the top 10 things of the week that made us go wow. Number 9.
Number 9.
Okay, who has seen Superman?
Not yet.
All right, is it a thumbs up? Is it a one?
It's the best movie I have ever seen in my entire life.
Wow. I have a lot to say about it.
Tread carefully.
Okay, I respect the movie a lot, but this is not a movie for me. I don't see superhero movies. I don't see Marvel movies. I thought Superman, I watched it way back when, Christopher Reeve. Yeah, this is going to be fun. It's everybody flying around. Nobody's on the ground. It's monsters in it. I couldn't follow it.
But wait a minute.
It's funny because in 1978, the original Superman came out, which I guess is credited with launching this entire comic book genre that has redefined cinema, number one. But also the tagline of that was, "You'll believe a man can fly." And someone said, a review said, well, at this point, they don't even bother with that because all you ever see is people flying around in movies now anyway. And you don't see any of that transformation from Clark Kent spinning around, turning into Superman.
He doesn't spin around. Wonder Woman spins around. Superman just goes into a phone booth, but they don't have phone booths anymore.
Well, before I let James say how much he loved it, I'm simple. I like people on the ground talking about their problems, talking about their relationships. If there's any flying, it's Sully, the movie, it's Apollo 13. I just like people. Relationships. That's what I like. But I did like, there's great animal stuff. And
I was going to say, because the Crypto steals the entire movie. He's absolutely adorable. He is so cute. And the thing about Superman is that he's an alien, but he is the best of humanity. He is the best person on the planet. He is the embodiment of hope and goodness and everything that is right with the world. And that's what we are sorely missing with superhero movies. The fact that he is a goofball from where he's a dork. And at one point he says, I'm punk rock, and everyone laughs because there is nobody less punk rock than Superman. Yeah. And I loved his relationship with Lois. I thought they were sizzling together. I think he's so cute as Clark Kent. I think he's the cutest Clark we've ever had. I thought Lex Luthor was wonderful. My favorite scene, though, is when he saves the squirrel.
Oh, yes.
Like everyone's punching the monsters and stuff, and he saves a squirrel, and that's just everything you need to know about Superman is he's going to save a squirrel.
How does the Superman suit? I hear it's kind of dorky. As a former underwear fetish person, I just want to know.
Well, that's just it. It's many levels because it works on a fetishistic level. It works on a cute, underoo level for kids. But the colors are fantastic, and the suit itself is not cool, and you don't need the suit to be cool.
No, the panties are really high. It's not Calvin Klein trunks. It's incredibly unsexy, and the dog in its cape is very cute. And Nicholas Hoult as the villain, he's really good, actually.
Really good. What's the lead guy's name? Because he is so handsome. What's his name?
David Corenswet, and he is just. He's such a fine with those dimples, and he's just
with a name like that. Superman. You better be cute. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you noticed, but Christopher Reeve's son, Will Reeve, was the reporter in it.
Yes,
and that was very sweet.
I love that.
The lead guy, as you fellas know, I swim in the lady pond, but with my straight hall pass for that guy. Yes.
Well, for the ladies out there who like the ladies, I'll tell you something. That Millie Alcock who plays Supergirl, she at the very end you see Supergirl come in and she's a mess. And the next movie is Supergirl, and she was on House of Dragons, and she is a great actress, and she's really she's hot. She's great.
Yeah, she is great. I mean, I have to admit, a half hour in, I just didn't get it. But I was watched it at iPick with my wife. I had 2 glasses of Chardonnay, and I didn't care.
You know what? That reminds me of a clip from Password Plus featuring Lucille Ball in the 70s. After she wasn't doing her show, she just did game shows. And I think they would have lunch after 3 episodes. They shoot like 5 in a day. And there's one in Password Plus, you would have an answer, it would go on the board, and then those would be clues to something else. And at one point, RuPaul pointed this out to me at one point. There's this great clip online, and it's like, Lucy, we have car, bumper, headlight. What's the answer? And she just looks, she goes, I don't care. So that was you, Carol. After an hour with your wine, you're just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, I haven't seen it. Thumbs up, thumbs down? Should I go see Superman?
Thumbs way up.
1 thumb down, 1 thumb side.
I'll tell you.
I'm gonna go.
We're gonna have to.
You'll love it. I mean, I'm just, it's not my world. If it's superheroes are your world, enjoy it, love it.
I don't care. This is Carol Liefer. I don't care.
It made me think, and I know we normally avoid the current state of affairs, but it made me think, the I alone can fix it concept. Does it come from superheroes? And is that a dangerous delusion and a problematic idea in 2025? Which is, to rain on the movie a bit, but I just wonder if the timing is a bit off.
But I thought all of MAGA was saying that this was a woke Superman and they were all against it.
Yes. They were
but they're against it because he's the best. He's a good man, and we need good people right now. We need to get away from this Trumpian nastiness, and he represents everything it is anti-Trump.
Yes. Through the blur of my Chardonnay, I did pick that up.
And Nicholas Hoult is definitely channeling Stephen Miller, I would say. Right?
That's good.
The bold, yes, Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 3 Chardonnay glass kind of movie, Carol. Maybe you want to go back again and just have 1 more glass.
Next week we'll talk about Superman again and Barry Diller's book.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! All right, let's go on then to number 8.
Number 8.
Springsteen in Milan. Now I'm going to tell a little story, a little preamble up to the concert, and I'm going to drop a lot of names, so get your buckets out.
I love it.
All right. So back in February, I was in New York City, and my friend Jerry Seinfeld called me up, and he said,
Boom, boom. We'll just do a ding. Keep going.
Ding.
Ding.
He called me up, and he said, I'm going to see Paul McCartney tonight at the Bowery Ballroom.
Ding.
Dude, that's right. Would you like to come with me? Now, I am a tremendous Beatles fan, as you'll see in my
yeah,
lots of stuff, Beatles. And I saw the Beatles at Shea Stadium. That's how far back I go. Yes, I was a little fetus when I saw them.
Wait, you were at the actual Shea Stadium that first evening? Wow.
Okay, yeah, that does deserve a wow. So, Paul McCartney was amazing. There was a VIP floor, of course, that I would not have been in unless I was with Jerry Seinfeld. And there was little Steven of the E Street Band. Ding. Ding. And I asked the question, are you guys going on tour? He said, yes, this summer. And then he said to Jerry and I, and if you'd like to come see us, the last stop is in Milan. And it's amazing. The venue is great. And please, come along. So I got his information. I texted him. And I said to my wife before I texted him, let's be very prepared to be ghosted. This is a ghost opportunity. So understandable. Got right back to me. Come as my guest. So my family and I, my son, my wife and I, we planned a trip around going to see the concert, which was fantastic. So I have never seen Bruce Springsteen before. And seeing it, I've heard this from people, it's a spiritual experience. It's a magical experience. It was that and more. And what's amazing about it, besides the fact that he does a 3.5-hour show, is he talks so much about the state of our country and what trouble we're in. So much and so beautifully that puts subtitles up in the stadium so everybody knows what he's saying. And Europeans are very anti-Trump. So he made it that much more powerful because, his stance, he alienates a lot of Americans. So we all loved it. It was really I would call it life-changing because it was that incredible a concert. But with the music and the message combined like that.
It's amazing that he has the stamina to do these 3.5-hour shows, that he gives it every ounce of his breath, of his life. It's crazy to me. That's why he is Bruce Springsteen,
He's the Jack LaLanne of rock and roll.
Ding!
Well, didn't Trump just recently call him out for something too, and dummy Springsteen for something?
He does have problems in America, like you just said, where his New Jersey base that would have been with him ride or die, but they're now MAGA. So,
and Trump had the nerve to insult Springsteen's appearance. I mean, my God, the pot calling the kettle black.
I know.
Please.
Did he do Dancing in the Dark? And did he pull you on stage to dance like Courtney Cox in the video?
He did. I was right up front and he pulled me out. Oh, only in my dreams. Only in my dreams, Tom.
I do that alone in my house sometimes. I just dancing in the dark. You're a good mom, too. How old's your son?
He's 18.
What an amazing
trip. Yeah, he loved it.
And not only is the food amazing, but also the sentiment about what is happening here is so clear and unfiltered and crystallized. And it's like, you don't feel like you're living in an alternate universe. You're like, people are like, WTF?
Yes.
And it's just a little validating in a way. You don't feel that you're going crazy.
Absolutely. And you wish the country was feeling like that. It's just strange to go to a different continent and feel that.
We're going to take a quick break. RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, the grand finale, airs this Friday on Paramount Plus in the USA and Wow Presents Plus worldwide. So go get your subscription on. And oh, by the way, Drag Race Royale, Aslasian Royale, I should say, the new edition of Drag Race Philippines, Meet the Queens, is now streaming on Wow Presents Plus, and it is breaking the internet, dare I say it. We'll carry on with the countdown right after the break here on Radio Andy.
You're listening to World of Wonders Wow Report. Things that make us go wow.
And welcome back to the Wow Report. We are so honored and excited. We have Carol Liefer here with us today.
The honor is all mine, boys, all mine.
And we're so overwhelmed. We're sort of stumbling our way through the top 10. We're counting down the top 10 things of the week that made us go, wow. We've reached number 7.
Number 7.
Overcompensating. What a wonderful comedy. Look, it premiered in May, but I wanted to talk about it because it's off the charts, funny, and fantastic. The guy who created it, his name is Benito Skinner, but on socials, he's Benny Drama, and he got very popular. And he created the show that's semi-autobiographical, and he's very cute. He was in the closet in high school, and then he went to college, and he stayed closeted, I believe, until his senior year. So it's a comedy about his journey being closeted. He's a football player, a homecoming king. I'm telling you, when he acts straight, it is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's so convincing. When I hear a guy's created a show who is on socials, I'm like, okay, let's see.
Yes.
But it's so great. And then I learned that my friend, Scott King, who is a great showrunner, collaborated with him to make it great. Now, people say LOL a lot in text. I am literally laughing out loud when I watch the show. It's raunchy, but a good raunchy. It's a great raunchy.
That roommate character, the girl's roommate, is the
Yes,
best
yes.
part of it. Yeah.
Norman, he has a great relationship with this woman, another student that he hits off with. She is fantastic. The parents are Connie Britton and Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh, I love them.
They are great. The cameos. Oh my God, Charlie XCX.
You just got Blake right there.
Yeah, and she is also the music supervisor of the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a producer too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny in America, we think of where we're at with being queer. And everybody's out and everybody. It's interesting to see a story where people are still closeted in high school, and it's difficult for them to come out, and it's still a relevant story. And one of the things I really loved about it is, spoiler alert, he hasn't come out in the first season. He's on the verge of it, but he has a very great heart-to-heart with his mom, Connie Britton. And they're talking, and you know that she knows he's gay. And
mothers always do, yes.
Yes. And it sort of reminded me of when I came out to my parents. I brought my then girlfriend, Lori, home with me. And I said, oh, here's my buddy. Here's my friend, Lori. She's here with me. And we took a walk around the neighborhood. A simple walk. 6 months later, I came home to come out to my parents. And I told them that I was gay. And my mother said, in a loving way, I knew it. And I said to her, how did you know? And she said, when we took that walk around the neighborhood, the way that you and Lori were walking together, I knew you were.
Oh.
So it reminded me of that, but funny, heartwarming, raunchy, stream Overcompensating right now after the Wow Report.
Oh, I will. I passed it. It's on Netflix, right? Was that where it was?
Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Okay.
And James, when I tell you there's a character that you will think is hilarious, you will love her. I'll send you some clips. You'll think.
And is there cute boys on there for me to fall in love with?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in. You got me.
Blake, are you talking about the blonde roommate?
Yes.
Dying laughing.
All right, that's Overcompensating. Number 6, James.
Number 6.
I'm just going to do a very quick update on the Gilded Age. We are at the halfway point of the season. Most importantly, the clock twink got his millions. And
but like 90 million, like so much money.
Yes.
Yeah. What he and Larry go in to negotiate, and he doesn't really understand what's happening, and he's hearing 2, 3, 4, and he's like $200. What he doesn't understand, and then it comes out that they get $600,000, which
16 million.
Yeah, exactly. So, and to me, it's such a wasted opportunity because Clock Twink and Larry are so cute together. I wish they would fall in love. I wish that would be a plot line. Julian Fellows is terrible with gay plot lines, though. He's just awful. He really is. Think of Downton Abbey when that poor butler was tortured for 30 years before he got his happily ever after. But anyway, in other news, Bertha's sister came to town, and she is this frumpy from where is she from, like Buffalo or something like that, and she just dresses like she's from Buffalo. Bertha is mortified by this. Poor Gladys married off to the Duke of the Duke of
Buckingham.
Duke of Buckingham. And we know from history that this is the Consuelo Vanderbilt story, and if you know what happens to Consuelo, hint, it's not a happy ending. It's not going to be a happy ending for Gladys. You see her in that beautiful gown. She looks fantastic with her tears streaming down her face. And you just know that, oh, poor Gladys.
Supposedly Consuelo broke out in tears in real life as she walked down the aisle. So
wow. Sister, oh boy. If there was a TJ Maxx back then, that's where she shopped.
yes, I love it. And at one point, Bertha breaks the coffee cup or something, so the coffee will spill on her, and she has to change because she's so embarrassed. We also
But the great part about that, the chatter online about that was Bertha plotting a way to get her to stain her desk. So they said, so they're like, did they crack? Like what is the science of having a coffee cup go off as you're tilting it? It's really kind of interesting little.
Well, you can't overthink that. You can't overthink
but
that.
I do.
We have a gossip columnist who has sprung up, who is somebody we don't know who it is. They're telling all the Russells' dirty laundry. So
Secrets
we have
from the wedding gown pictures.
I don't know who that is. And we are 4 episodes into 8 episodes. So
we come to the series and all we want to do is complain about it, but then I run back and watch more.
I absolutely love it. And listen to the podcast. Yeah, but did you stay for this season on the Gilded Age because it was yes.
Well, we know that Larry is going to be gambling. I don't like that. I love Larry so much.
Did that foreshadow that he's going to blow the millions?
Yeah.
I know. If that happens, oh my God.
I can't.
Yeah.
That's the Gilded Age. All right. So number 5. Have you ever heard this song? And I'm just going to play a little bit of it. There's a song called Agadoo.
Isn't this just a translation of Baby Shark?
Yeah.
I was going to say that there's no way this is an American song.
1984, it was released in the UK and spent 75 weeks on the British charts. I'd never heard it in my freaking life until a few weeks ago when Randy and I were invited to the Sheffield Documentary Festival.
Yes.
And this was the opening night film, was called Still Pushing Pineapples. And it is a documentary about this song. Well, Still push the pineapple to the left, to the right, Agadoo, do. It's a lyric from the song, James.
What does Agadoo mean? Is that a person?
Who knows what it means? It's just this song that has been this British novelty hit for the last 50 freaking years. And I swear to you, it's like, you know, if you do something to a dog and you point it a certain way, it will just go, oh. It's like British people, they hear Agadoo and they start dancing in a conga line. It's insane. And it's the song at every kind of wedding or sort of knees up. I mean, after you've given the speech that you should have given, everyone does Agadoo.
It's like the British version of the chicken dance.
Or the Macarena or something.
Okay, sure.
Here's my favorite, Mary. 1877 cars for kids.
But this Agadoo documentary, it's not what you think it is. It's about the guy who wasn't even in the band. Okay, the band is called Black Lace, and some of their other hits include We're Having a Gang Bang. And he got into the band, he was doing backing vocals, and they dressed him as a giant pineapple. That's how he got into the band. And then one of the band members there were 2 in the band members. One of them got into a sort of child molestation thing. So he was out. Then the other died in a bus crash. So he was out. So this guy steps in and has been carrying the torch for Black Lace and Agadoo ever since 1984. And he performs in clubs and pubs and it's his story. And to tell you the truth, it's a little bleak. It's just him and a tape recorder going to these clubs. And then you reveal his mother, who's about 90. She's been in the hospital. She has a little yappy dog. And she's like, I'm going to die. And I want to go to Benidorm in Spain. So he sets off with his new girlfriend in a camper van that doesn't have any air conditioning to drive to Spain. And it's a heat wave. It's over 100 degrees. And about halfway there, she gets heat stroke. And you said, oh my God, she's going to die in the middle of nowhere. Long story short, she doesn't die. And long story short, in a way, the documentary is sort of positive and affirming in some ways, but it's very weird.
Um,
I'm so surprised as a Brit you haven't heard it, never heard it.
Well, I moved here in 1982, so I just missed.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just missed it.
All right.
So, but after the film, they did a Q&A, and there was a party, and everybody was doing the conga line. It was like, I say, I've got jet lag. I gotta go. All right, well, let's take a break.
Please.
We will continue with the countdown here on the Wow Report on Radio Andy right after the break.
Now, I do have a question that I hope will make you titter. Where are a dolphin's nipples?
Mm.
This came from James. So James,
I have to sit this one out because I know the answer.
All right, we'll have the answer to this question from Blake right after the break here. Right after the break. Right after the break here on the Wow Report on Radio Andy.
You're listening to World of Wonders Wow Report. Things that make us go wow.
Welcome back to the Wow Report. Fenton, James, Anton with the amazing, the one, the only Carol Liefer.
Oh, thank you. Take your seats. Thank you.
And a very tittery-inducing question from Blake.
yes, I asked, where are a dolphin's nipples?
On Drag Race, we say nipples are the eyes to the soul. I think it's a Phoebe Price quote. So I'm going to say on their foreheads.
I would say on the side because the nipples attract the male sharks and they want to see them.
Fenton,
No, but more than that, I don't care.
On their snout. On the snout, maybe.
James, tell them.
On their anus, which is very interesting because that's where my nipples are too.
Oh, James, those aren't nipples, honey.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. We have reached number 4.
Number 4.
I met with an actress who wanted to develop a show. And she said to me, I want to be like Annie Mame. So I was like, oh, absolutely, yes. That is the character for you. Without telling her, I'd never seen Auntie Mame.
you've never seen
I know.
Auntie Mame.
I was going to ask you separately how you stayed in this business so successfully for so long, but you just answered the question. Go on.
I know. And I know I've had so many gay friends say, are you kidding me? And be incensed that I've never.
Yes.
I'm a little incensed.
I'm ready to walk out.
I know. It's very upsetting to people. So, yes, it's something else. Rosalind Russell is just a joy to behold. She's outrageous. She is just such a character, this over-the-top, wonderful character that you love. Her wardrobe, her clothes are amazing.
And the way she changes the house every time you see the apartment is a completely different apartment.
And I got what the actress was saying about, I want to be like Auntie Mame. And there's a scene where when she takes the job as a switchboard operator, do you remember?
Yeah.
She keeps moving the wires, and it's really it's a classic comedy scene. And it really shows what a brilliant and talented comedian she was. You know who also is in it is Peggy Cass.
Yes.
Yes, she plays the
It's good.
driver, right?
Oh, Agnes Gooch, yes.
And I loved Peggy Cass because she was in a TV show that I watched as a kid called The Hathaways, where she had a family of chimps. Now, how can you not love a woman who takes care of chimps?
I knew her from To Tell the Truth. I didn't know why she was famous until I eventually saw, Auntie Mame. And it's like,
Right, movies that she was in. And, a little risque, bad sexual behavior when the author that she hires to pen her book comes on to her and chases her up the stairs and puts himself all over her. So it was also interesting to see how you can't have scenes like that in movies anymore.
Okay, Carol, whatever you do, do not watch the Mame musical with
I was just gonna
Ball.
ask, if you haven't seen Mame now, have you seen Mame the musical starring Lucille Ball?
Don't you
No.
ever? No,
No.
it is the worst musical
No.
ever. If you love Lucy, you will end up hating her.
No, this is the first time I thought AI could work, because I watched it recently on Turner Classic Movies because it came out in '74. Merv Griffin did a big show on it. You know, I was living in New Hampshire and sitting on the floor eating like peanuts and drinking ginger ale. Lucy's spectacularly beautiful in it, but there's two problems. She can't sing. And her close-ups, because they didn't have the technology, they had to blur the camera. I mean, more than the doorstep. It was just so Vaseline-y. So if they could restore those photos through AI of her close-ups and then put in a beautiful voice, it would be the best movie ever made, next to Superman.
We need a little Christmas right this very minute. Oh, dear God.
Are you familiar, Carol, and all stuff, but with Edie Gourmet's version of If He Walked Into My Life from the musical Mame? That's your homework assignment. If He Walked Into My Life, Edie Gourmet. I've done my job today. Blessings.
Wow. All right. I will do that. Wow, I made two big confessions that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Auntie Mame and the musical. But that's how comfortable I feel. I can be vulnerable.
I know. Soon you'll be able to identify as a gay man.
I have a feeling, though, that Fenton has probably never seen Auntie Mame.
I've only seen clips. It's true, but
It's a
you know
touchstone. It's a gay
it's to
touchstone.
say they ever watched clips.
There was one other very funny part that cracked me up. You know, when she and her then husband, they go to Egypt to see the pyramids? The pyramids look like they were made by a fourth grade class.
When her husband falls off the Alps, it's like a high school set. Yep.
All right, carrying on with the countdown. Number 3. James, I think it's you.
Number 3.
Well, I had a celebrity encounter this last week that is up there with any celebrity I have ever met. I went to a meet and greet at McDonald's on the Brea for Grimace. Okay.
Name drop.
Yes. Watch out for falling names here, because Grimace, of course, is Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, and
Sure.
Grimace is like a purple furry butt plug. Okay, and he's a giant butt plug. And they were giving out sandwich wraps. They brought back the McChicken wrap or something from the 90s. And so there was a line of about 500 people. It was a mob scene at 8 o'clock in the morning to get a free chicken wrap.
I'm assuming you just drove by and were like, 500 people, I'm getting in line.
Oh,
No, I knew about this. I've been talking about it for days. I've been trying to get everybody at World of Wonder to come with me, but no one would get up at 8 in the morning to go see me. To go with me. My sister wouldn't go with me, so I went by myself. And I was standing in line, and then I realized if you don't want the chicken wrap, you can just go and get your picture taken with Grimace. But Grimace was being a bit of a diva, I have to say, and was hiding out in the VIP room / kitchen and would not come out because apparently the suit's a little hot. And I have a feeling that it was just some like fry cook or something that they shoved in the suit. I don't think they actually brought the actual Grimace from the 70s commercials, but I did end up getting a number of pictures with them, and we posed together for a long time. But it was a dream come true. It was a childhood dream.
What did you say to each other?
Well, I just said, I'm a huge fan. This is such an honor for me to meet you. And can you pose a little more like this? And could you put your arm around me? I did ask him to be on the radio show, though. And I asked him if he would do a podcast episode of Night Fever with us. And he didn't seem to know what I was talking
And
about.
when the Grimace took off his head, Carol Liefer was there. Carol, you are the Grimace at the Brea McDonald's. Thank you for joining us.
Good job. There you go.
But so I just want to say,
You gotta do
sometimes
what you gotta
childhood
do.
dreams do come true, and you get to meet the stars of your youth.
Hey, listen, I sold 50 books that day.
So we all had a good day that day.
Okay, number 2, Tom.
Number 2.
I'm doom scrolling, you guys. Like, I'm out of control. I'm posting like I make a difference. And something I found that takes my mind off something for a good 30, 40 minutes is to listen from beginning to end, not on vinyl because I'm not that cool, but but just one album from the past, not a compilation, not a, Spotify, you decide for me. And I decided to listen to True Blue by Madonna.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I have rediscovered that it's the best pop album ever made. Now, fight me later. Let me make my argument.
I'm with you.
40 years ago, 1985, was Live Aid, which is just an anniversary of that, where she sang Love Makes the World Go Round, which is the first song she ever did with Patrick Leonard, who ended up being her composer for all of her hits, but did this whole album, which changed everything. She had done the Madonna album. She had done like a Virgin. She met Sean Penn on the set of Material Girl, and in 1985, they got engaged and married in August. So everything was happening. The world was Madonna, if you recall. The news had Madonna. Remember her wedding and the helicopter, and she started to write True Blue when she was 190% in love with Sean Penn. And what is produced is there's so many hooks. It has all this like Motown influence. It's got beginnings, middle, ends, hooks, another hook. And then what's missing so much in music today? Fade outs. A good fade out that it fades, they improvise over the fade out, and as soon as it ends, you want to put that record back on. Gotta have it. No rapping, no extending. So just going through the list. Papa Don't Preach. Video, it's hard to separate from the video, but it is a fantastic song in and of itself. And if she'd just done that, she would be in the Hall of Fame for me. No. Track 2, Open Your Heart.
Which to me, Open Your Heart is the best song of the 1980s. It is the best video. She has never looked more fantastic. She was never more jaw-dropping than when it goes up and she's dancing in that Gautier outfit. Oh,
she is singing and what? Go ahead.
No, I'd forgotten about that was on that album.
You think, okay, 2 hits, great. The rest was filler. Okay, the next song, White Heat. It's inspired by the Jimmy Cagney gangster movie White Heat, and it starts off like, against the wall, you suckers. It's like that kind of thing with everything, and the whole thing is like, get up, stand tall, put your back up against the wall, because my love is dangerous. This is a bust.
Yeah, you lost me on that one. Keep
going.
No,
trust. Well, then go back. How about a little ballad called "Live to Tell"?
Well, yeah, okay.
I learned my lesson well.
It's a bit cheery.
Yeah, the title track, True Blue. I love that song. It's Motown-y.
But it's True Blue is such a 50s bebop, and it's like,
right.
I don't know if you remember this, but MTV had 24 hours of True Blue where people sent in their own videos because she didn't like the video that they did. So people made homemade videos, and for 24 hours, listened. I watched all 24 hours.
Did your video win?
What?
Did your video win?
No, but I was coked out of my mind. I do not want to tell anyone to watch the same video over the same song.
Where's the party?
Where's the party?
Jimmy.
Okay, I got to tell you, Jimmy, that's my song right there. I'm Jimmy.
I don't know that song either.
Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why. Okay. And now I would say goodnight, everybody. I'm right. It's the best album ever. It is the best-selling female album of the 80s and the best-selling album of the year. Last song, La Isla Bonita.
Oh,
beautiful.
Just crying.
It's so beautiful. And I've listened to other Madonna albums since, and they're all good. And we owe Madonna nothing, as I say whenever I can, because she gave us so much. But that album... and where I was in my life and the youth and the promise and even that she and Sean were in love when this album was recorded. You hear love in the album and it's so catchy. Okay, Carol, I'm so sorry I interrupted you.
The best thing about listening to that album that I'm looking forward to is that she's not 3 hours late. In real time.
She's not lecturing us.
No, she's not. She's just the hits.
And also, by the way, I think that we should do an evergreen episode of top 10 hacks to stop doom scrolling. That idea of listening to, what a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Because Because I think Rue said, like, just open a damn book when you're doom scrolling, but you don't want to because you're addicted to. It's like eating nerd gummy clusters. You can't stop eating the next one and the next one.
Next week we can talk because I had one. I did the same thing where I just went back and revisited an album, and it was Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John and ELO, and I started with track 1 and went to the end, and it put me in the best mood. Talk about where you were in your life at a certain time. Yeah.
Oh. All right, we're going to take one more break, and then with Carol, reveal the number one thing this week that made us go, wow. You're listening to the Wow Report on Radio Andy.
You're listening to World of Wonders Wow Report. Things that make us go wow.
Welcome back to the Wow Report. Fenton here with Tom and James and Blake, and of course, our super guest star, Carol Liefer. Carol, come again. Like, actually, just take over. Like,
you guys, it's such a treat, and I have so much homework after this song.
All our listeners have to go right out and buy How to Write a Funny Speech.
Yes.
Especially for every event. Oh, and just one tip I have to share from this book. Things not to say at a funeral, right? You don't talk about putting the fun in funeral when you're making a funeral speech.
Do not talk about the threesome you had with the.
Exactly. And, we're proud of that last section of our book. We call it Jokes to Steal. If you feel like I can't be funny, we have lists of jokes for every occasion. Feel free, take them, use them, get laughs with them, get titters with them.
But also, and one of the great things about the book, I was saying to Carol beforehand, it's the book that you didn't know that you needed to have in your library, because there is a template for bar mitzvahs, for graduations, for weddings, for everything. They have templates for how you can do, if you need it, it's there.
Now let's do a round table because we have an Emmy Award winner with us with Carol Liefer.
Number 1.
To talk about the Emmys, they were just released. I'm very grateful that RuPaul's Drag Race was nominated for 10 categories, that RuPaul broke a record for the most nominations for a host. So, we don't need more Emmys, but I want drag to stay on television and I want those stories to be told. So I'm hoping that this attention helps network executives see the value and the respect for the show. But my only snub that I'm going to talk about, and then I'll turn it over to you guys, is I'm very angry. Lots of White Lotus nominations, a lot in supporting actress, but nothing for Leslie Bibb. Leslie Bibb just needs to win for her cunty bob. That's all. That's all. Writing campaign, starting it now. What else do you got?
But that Sam Nivola and Patrick Schwarzenegger were kind of snubs too, because they really did. I wish there was a junior category at the Emmys, because they really did give it their all. I was very, very excited about Christina Milioti, I think, for Penguin, and for Colin Farrell. I thought the Penguin was spectacular, and I see Fenton doing his thing where he's looking down because he won't watch it. I've tried to tell him a million times.
Fenton, it's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Yes.
Doom scrolling has become my number one activity.
Well, I mean, I'm excited about anything. I mean, I only watch what I watch, and I love the hacks so much. Thank you very much, Carol. And I do like only work, but I'm all for hacks in any form. I'm all for Drag Race. I'm all for Carrie Coon. I don't care. I would think she should just win for her life work.
Yes. And
Parker Posey was up there.
Posey. Well, the White Lotus is it's Parker Posey, Amy Lou Wood, and Carrie Coon all in the same category. So that's a tough one. And Natasha Rothwell.
Was Carrie Coon also nominated for Gilded Age? Oh, it wasn't up for.
No, I don't think. Yeah, because it wasn't last year. Yeah. Interestingly, I don't think House of Dragons got nominated for anything either, which is a little strange. HBO must not be very happy about that. But
Squid Game was snubbed.
You're right.
That's interesting. Huh.
And you have to give it up for Abbott Elementary and Matlock for network shows that actually still get Emmy Awards.
I've told you that I watch Matlock sometimes, and it's absolutely adorable. I love Kathy. I could just watch Kathy Bates.
I think she's going to win too.
I hope so. She has that Angela Lansbury feeling about it. It's like it's something for you can watch with the whole family.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still very upset that the Bear keeps getting nominated for the comedy and taken away, because we all know that the Bear will win for things, and it shouldn't be in that category.
Feels like we're being gaslit. Am I correct?
Yeah.
But you know what was great about last year and finally winning an Emmy after writing for 40 years is the Bear always beat Hacks. So I felt like it might win again. So I took, the gig writing for the Emmys, and then we won. And I went out there and I had my sneakers on because I, to work. So all the pictures, I'm always like, can you do knees up? Because
I have on 2 occasions worn a sweatsuit, a black sweatsuit with a tuxedo shirt, because all you really need is the V.
Yeah.
And I've been up and down weight wise lately. I got to tell you the truth. So I've been doing my Uniqlo. Who are you wearing? Uniqlo sweatsuit. Thank you very much.
But it sounds like the key is to dress like you don't think you're going to win.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe that was the lucky charm. Maybe.
Because whenever somebody shows up in a golden gown with, because they are thinking, yes,
Carol, thank you so much for being here. It's just lovely to have you, and you've brought a ray of sunshine to us, and you bring a ray of sunshine to everybody. And
sweet.
Good luck with everything, and anytime come back, really.
Oh, great. I had so much fun. It was really so great to be a fan and then finally be on the show.
And that's all we got time for this week. Same time, same place next week. Until then, go out and do something. And buy Carol's book, by the way. And do something that makes the world go wow.